Hey guys, welcome back to Melissa Cricket Creation. I know you've seen the title and we're here to get to it, okay? Today we're going to talk about levels of audacity, okay? Yes. So in the title it says that a couple tries to wed at a mansion that they did not pay for, they don't live at, they never reserved. Yes. Before we get started, go ahead and like this video, please. Go ahead and like it. You liking it tells what's these people call YouTube to share my videos or whatever. So if you could go ahead and like it. I got a comment this morning. Someone complaining about my video of the canvases. I was gonna go ahead and show you how to do that while we were on live. I was gonna make a canvas. Okay, so but go ahead and like this video and we'll get started. So the craft that I'll be doing while we talk about this mansion that these people showed up to, you're gonna need an infusible ink pen. You're gonna need a canvas. Go ahead and a canvas right there. You're gonna need a canvas, and you can use regular paper, but I always use cardstock. Thank you. All right, guys. Oh, here's my phone. I need this. I'll let you know in a second. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the article for today. So I'm just gonna show y'all because let me show you this because I just can't believe it. Bam, there we go. So this is the house. It's beautiful, okay? This is a $5 million mansion, all right? And as you can tell by the title, let me find the couple. The South Florida couple. Let me see if I can get images so y'all can see what they look like. So, they're not even on here. Ain't they crazy? So the South Florida couple, they decided that they wanted to. So okay, let's start over. I'm sorry. Let's go back to the man. All right. So this is the mansion, right? Beautiful mansion. So they had an open house, and the South Florida couple went to the open house. After the open house, they decided that they wanted to have their wedding there. So the boyfriend, the fiance, whatever you want to call him, he called and he asked her, "Hey, how much would it be if I rented out your backyard, for a wedding?" The guy who owns the property was like, "No, it's not for rent. This is only for sale or whatever. We're selling for $5 million, blah, blah, blah." Well, they said, "No, ma'am, no, sirs. That's not acceptable. What you're gonna do is you're gonna rent this place out to me." Okay. And so they decided to host a party. Not only a party, a wedding. They decided to host a wedding there anyway. I mean, when I saw this, I was like, man, like, where they passing out all this audacity? Like, I can't even think of a time that I showed up to somebody's house. Well, I can't. But normally show up to somebody's house unannounced, let alone, somebody tell me I can't rent their home, and I just show up with a wedding. Okay, so let's look at this video real quick because it just, as old boy said, it behooves me that somebody thought it was okay just to show up at somebody else's house and say, "Hey, look here, bro, we're gonna be here." So they send out wedding invitations and everything. Let me see. Let's watch this video so y'all can see the audacity. My internet is really acting slow. But yeah. There we go. So this happened back in April, and they reported it. And he did call the police, and he said, he just wanted them off his property because they said that God said that this, that they were supposed to have this wedding there. So yeah, about that. So after this ad, it'll come on. They just don't want to be great. Don't want to be a player no more. All right. But yeah, so what do y'all think? Do y'all feel like you would have been able to pull something off like this? It almost makes me feel like that I don't have enough audacity. When I see stuff like this, I think to myself, I'm like, dang, like, I feel like I don't be shooting for the stars because think about how much confidence you got to have in yourself to host a party at somebody else's house without their permission. Like, you got to be a person to think that you can do all things, okay? Well, he tried to put God in.
Willard, thank you. Well, you're going to want to listen to this next story. Boy, a couple tried having their dream wedding at a beautiful South Florida mansion.
Only problem was it was occupied and the owner wasn't even aware of it. NBC6 reporter Marissa Bagg is live in Southwest Ranches with this bizarre details. And Marissa, it's only in Florida, right?
Certainly sounds like it, Jackie. This couple showed up here 9 o'clock in the morning, reportedly with chairs, with vendors, ready to set up for what they were calling their royal wedding. They quickly found out that it wasn't going to happen, but they didn't leave until police got involved. The wedding of their dreams for one South Florida.
Okay, so this is the couple of audacity. Now you have to ask yourself, who idea was this? Do you think that a woman who knew that this was, most people, they say women grow up dreaming of their wedding, da, da, da. Do you think that a woman would have, booked, like not had a venue booked, show up, invite friends, or do you think this was the man, like, okay, I'm gonna make this happen for my baby. I don't think nobody gonna know, that we here, we can slide in and slide out. And because they put it on the invitations, like I said, the level of audacity was up here. Okay, was up here. I tried to find their Facebook pages, I couldn't. So I'm assuming they're probably still hiding out from this embarrassment. But let's be honest, who do we think was behind this?
A couple ended before it began. This wedding website for Courtney Wilson and Shanita Jones says the couple was scheduled to get married at the Wilson estate in Southwest Ranches this past Saturday. But the 9-bedroom, 13-bath, sprawling
Now this house is beautiful. I would have loved not only to get married, well, I wouldn't want to live here because I'd be too scared, but to get married here seems like it would be nice. So I see why they really, really liked it. But I mean, come on, girl.
15,000 square foot property belongs to someone else. When the wedding party showed up Saturday morning to set up, the homeowner called 911.
I have people trespassing on my property, and they keep harassing me, calling me, and they say they're having a wedding here. And it's
just imagine being at home and somebody shows up at your house, and you're like, "What you doing here?" They're like, "I got a wedding." Like, you got a wedding where? I got a wedding at your house. And you ain't made no reservations. Ain't nobody called and asked you nothing. They just like, we gonna get this done.
It's God's message.
Perturbed and confused, homeowner Nathan Finkel asked police to tell them to leave.
Sitting on my property right at the front gate right now. I don't know what's going on. All I want is to stop.
Davie police say the group left as soon as they were asked to go, so no charges were filed. But the family is stunned, calling it absurd.
I don't know. I mean, that's kind of silly to assume that you're just going to be allowed on the property.
The property is for sale for $5.7 million. Friends of the family say Wilson toured the estate over a year ago, as if he was interested in buying it, but never got permission for a wedding party.
I'm not being rude, but nothing about that man say $5 million, okay? So I've done it before. I haven't been to a $5 million house, but I've looked at really, really nice houses that I knew were out of my price range just because I want to know what that house looks like. Okay. But I also never said, you know what, this is a really nice house. I'm gonna have my birthday party here next year, whether they approve it or not. Okay. Like, I'm just telling you, the audacity is rampant.
Party. Still, elaborate and descriptive wedding invitations went out to friends and family. Although it irked the Finkel family, much of the neighborhood found it hilarious.
It's funny.
And what's funny about it?
The whole thing, that somebody has enough nerve to do something like that.
We found the couple and found a friend of the bride's in Northwest Miami-Dade. She told us Wilson and Jones did in fact get married on Saturday, but in a nearby park. The website for their nuptials has since been taken down. A Sunday brunch that was also planned to take place here, as you might imagine, did not happen. The home has been...
So they booked a wedding. They didn't book, let me say that. They scheduled on their own schedule a wedding or whatever for a party. And then on top of that, they had the audacity, okay? They had the audacity to book a second one. They had the audacity to book a brunch the next day. These people something else.
Been for sale for well over a year. And believe it or not, it's getting sold. The close is actually tomorrow. Reporting live in Southwest Ranches, Marissa Bagg, NBC6 News.
You want it? We've got it.
All right, guys. What do y'all think about that? Who do you think really it was the mastermind behind this? I kind of feel like it was the husband, that he thought that he could really just play this and get them in, because he didn't know that the man who owned the property actually lived on the property, even though he didn't live in the main house. I mean, goals that you have the property or whatever. He didn't live in a main house, so I think he thought that he could just get in and no one would. I don't know how he thought that though. Like that just makes me wonder, like, how could they possibly thought that they were going to be able to get in and get out? But you guys that are here to learn how to do the painting canvases, I do have the fusible markers set in the computer, and all you would do is you would change your settings to draw, and you're going to put it on. You know what? I'm going to do a whole separate tutorial on that. You'll just so like this one is a coloring sheet, and I'll just insert it to the canvas, and I make it 6.5 by 8. Okay, and then I'm just gonna 6.5 by 8.5, and then we'll just change it to draw. Apply. All right, we're gonna press make it. We're gonna make sure we mirror it. Close. Next. And then we'll just draw it out. That's it. That's it. But yeah, guys, so I just when I saw that, I was like, man, we gotta talk about this. We gotta see. My YouTube name, I have finally come up with a name, because like I don't just do cricket things anymore. So I didn't want to just stick with the Melissa's Cricket Creation. So my new name will be Crafts and Combos or whatever. And I'm gonna talk about popular topics, trending topics while I craft. If you have any crafting questions, you can always ask. I want you to chime in and let me know what you think about the topic. And tell me if you like the name Crafts and Combos, okay? Because that will be the name of my new channel. So tomorrow I do have a live at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Well, I'll be doing a free Capri Sun class. So, and if you missed my free live from last week, I did a free chip bag class, which you can get the replay for only $10. And it is in my description. So, but yeah, don't forget to comment and let me know what you think about the video. let me know if you even like the name that I chose or selected for my new channel. And we're going forward with it at the beginning of the year. So I can give me a logo, a website, where the website will have popular topics. It'll have my classes that I offer. It'll just be all inclusive website. So it'll be pretty cool. So, thank you guys that have supported the channel, help me get monetized, help me get here. So, that's where we're at. But yeah, so basically now I'm just waiting on my phone to find the Cricut, and we'll finish the craft that we're doing. But yeah, so if you didn't see what we talked about today, we talked about the guys, well, the wedding couple that decided to get married at somebody else's location because they went to go see the house. It was a $5 million house. It was a beautiful home. They decided that, hey, I want to get married here. They actually called the guy up and was like, hey, how much would you charge if I got married in your backyard? The guy turned him down because guess what? He's not trying to rent it out. He was trying to sell it. But, he wasn't trying to hear it. He wanted to have there. So I think, they didn't say it in there, I think, because what woman is going to leave it to chance to have, their wedding, hope that it works out, that they can have their wedding somewhere. So I feel like the guy thought it would be a great idea. That didn't just work out because he didn't know the man actually lived on the property. I guess he thought he could slide in, slide out. If he did it, in the backyard, no one would know. And somebody knew. Okay, so now it's cutting or whatever. And so they show up the day of because they actually have the audacity of, I can't even say. They just have a lot of audacity. And they show up. And of course, they're not allowed there because the man lives on the property. He calls the police. He tells the police, I don't know why these fools are here. Please come get them. Charges were not filed. And why is that cute? Charges were not filed and they were removed from the property. Family friends say that they still got married that day. They just got married at a nearby park. And they had they actually had plans to have like a brunch the next day there too. Like, these people were bold. Like I said, I really feel like I ain't reaching for the stars, okay? Because if the level of audacity you gotta have. I don't know if you gotta wake up early in the morning to get that type of audacity. I don't know if they only get it out like at 4:30 a.m. or something, and maybe I'm sleeping in, so I don't get my dose of audacity every day. But the level of audacity that you gotta have to think that you can just go to somebody else's home and throw your wedding without permission is just, and they lied on the invitation and said it was their home. So, these people are crazy. So maybe she was in on it because she saw the invitations when he was lying about it was his home. But it's just crazy to me to think that somebody really thought they was going to get away with this. Somebody said, hey, let's throw a party at somebody else's house. So I am, for the craft, I am creating a canvas, and it is cutting out right now. I do have an easy press, and I put it at 400 degrees, and it's at 45 minutes to make sure it pressed all the way. Because I used to always have to just do it twice, so I just made it higher or whatever, the time longer. But it's pretty simple. I like to cut mine out, but I don't know where my scissors are. Oh, here it is. I'll show you. I'll cut it out so you can see it. And if you have any questions on how I do this, you can always drop it. I love comments. I love likes. Share it. Like, I think I'm going to. Okay. I love comments. I love likes. I think I'm going to record this again and just make it an upload. All right, so this is what it looks like on the paper. All right, I like to cut it out and just put it directly. She wanted a unicorn, but I couldn't find one. So she likes Baby Yoda. Chloe, you like Baby Yoda? You like Baby Yoda? She likes Baby Yoda, so we're gonna do Baby Yoda. And we're just gonna press this on here. The thing to remember about these canvases when pressing is you want to make sure, that's why I had that in here. You want to make sure you have something in here so that when you're pressing, it's pressing against it. And remember that colors do press through. So you want to make sure that you use something white. All right. I'm waiting for it to press. But thank you guys for watching this with me. And like I said, don't forget to leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you have that type of audacity. Hand me that a white shirt, Chloe. I had to use my daughter as my helper. Look at one of your drawers and find me a white shirt. There's no one hanging out. Yep, that'll do. I'm gonna put this white shirt under it. Look at that. Don't hit it. I'm gonna put this white shirt under it so that it doesn't so that it'll have something to push against. This will go in here so that when I press it, it'll have something to press against. It's almost a 400. This could have actually been a little bit bigger. The problem is I had that other stuff around it, so I made it come out a little bit smaller. Go ahead and get it. It's almost a 400. All right, guys. So we're just gonna press it down for 45 seconds. And then you'll get to see the wonderful ending of how it looks. If y'all want me to sing while waiting on it, put that in the comments. I'll give you what you want: Luther Vandross, Mariah Carey. Oh, I can sing Michael Jackson. Everybody loves Michael Jackson. No, I'm not going to torture y'all with my singing. Is it on the... Oh, no, it's not. I have to make sure it wasn't on the plastic. All right. Usually I stand up and do it so I have more force. So hopefully it works because I was trying to show you. Oh, it was hot. So yeah. And then they can just paint around. Ain't it cute? So this is the end of the crafts and combos. So tell me what you think, how you like the canvas. And Chloe, you like it?
Yeah.
Okay. And let me know, what do you think about the audacity of this man throwing a wedding at somebody else's venue without their permission? Like, who does that? And it's illegal. It's not, because they got to leave. But thank you guys for watching. And until next time, as always, what we're going to do, we're going to stay crafting.